Ah, Ikea, most people's first and potentially only contact to Swedish culture. A culture of not just furniture, but also hot dogs and meatballs. During our recent Sweden trip, we had the pleasure to try some of Sweden's best, but also weirdest food, and honestly, it was a lot of fun. So today, we are going to Ikea, but not for the latest Malm or Kallax. No, we're going to try and shamelessly judge Ikea's growing food offerings. And judging by the amount of people who are already here shortly after opening on a Tuesday, we are not the only ones. Tuesday morning, they just open and the parking rush is full, not a single spot inside. The restaurants are pretty big nowadays and fairly nice. We grab one of these funny tray rollies and make our way towards the meatballs. Look at them all sitting there.
Wir haben jetzt einmal die Kottbullar, normale Portion und einmal die Asia-Style auch. Ah, super, danke schön. Ja.
Alright, so we got our order and of course we had to go with the Kottbullar, and we just came from Sweden and we probably had one of the best Kottbullars ever at the Klostergrillen stop, or at least the best one that I've ever had. And coming back here, this already looks a little bit of a step down, but maybe that's false perception, so we're gonna try this. And we have here the regular Kottbullar version of Ikea, not the vegan version. It comes with mashed potatoes on the side, green peas, some gravy sauce, and then the lingonberry sauce, I guess. They actually have a dispenser there and you can take as much as you want, and that's what we did, good amount. So let me just grab one of these bad boys. A little bit of potato salad on there. Sorry, mashed potatoes. Some of that sauce.
Got everything.
Here we go, Kottbullar at Ikea, the German experience. It's a fine line between amazing and pretty bad. Like, I feel like...
What does that mean?
It means it feels a little bit like a cantina food, like a youth hostel in Germany, you know? They often make meatballs out of mediocre pork meat because it's very easy to make. Let me just try a ball.
That's not the first time you said that.
If you look at this thing, it's very finely minced, so it just doesn't really taste like meat, to be honest. I don't know. The dish overall is just something that works well together. The mashed potatoes with the balls and the sauce.
What is the sauce? How good is the sauce, or is it not? It looks more like jelly than anything else.
It tastes a bit like a jam, like a very fluid jam.
Yeah.
I don't know, and the peas also, they look a little radioactive, I would describe them as.
The lingonberry sauce in Sweden, that's hands down the best thing. Usually fresh chunks of berry in there, but no comment.
Look at this thing. It's Sweden on a fork, but in Germany. I'm a little sad now. We should have never went to Sweden, because before that, this was my experience of Kottbullar and Swedish food, and now it's a little subpar, you might call it.
I ended up getting the Swedish meatballs with Asian style. They had this here, and I thought that was pretty interesting. It was a whole bunch of noodles. You have some, looks like edamame, it looks like green beans and black beans, interestingly, in there. I'm very curious because I've never had Asian style meatballs from Ikea.
I don't know if anybody ever had Asian style Kottbullar.
Yeah, I feel like I should just try the noodles first. It looks like these thick noodles. I don't know. We'll see.
Best Asian noodles ever.
Very interesting. Not as seasoned or like soy saucy as I expected.
To me, it doesn't really look like Asian noodles. Does it taste like Asian noodles, or is it more like a pasta?
You can have thick Asian noodles. Like in China, they have a lot of thick noodles, but it tastes more of what you would consider a pasta, I guess.
Okay.
So let me try it with the meatball and see if it changes it at all. I'm surprised there wasn't any type of sauce though, like any soy sauce, any Asian sauce. Edamame on there too. This makes it Asian, I guess. I'm not gonna lie, the meatballs are weirdly satisfying, but maybe it's the nostalgia as a kid. We used to get a frozen bag of meatballs, and I really, really like them. They're super minced, like pureed to a piece.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow, that was a big forkful too.
Oh, I don't know. Almost better than, I don't know, which one's better, you know?
I think the brown gravy sauce in there would have been better. It's just oily, it's not saucy, unfortunately. But I do agree with Phil. I think Sweden ruined Ikea for us.
God damn it.
Dang, traveling ruins food for you. I'm a little depressed. Maybe the hot dogs are better though. Hold on, like maybe the hot dog later.
Desserts first.
Or desserts, we'll see.
Alright, one more round for cake. Gotta add a tiny bit of whipped cream and cash in my free coffee that you get by having the Ikea app.
Welcome to Fika time. So we're having our coffee, our intentional pause, but an excuse to eat cake pretty much.
Hopefully this is the redeeming factor here.
This is a Daim torta, like a Daim cake. And Daim is a Swedish candy bar known for chocolate and caramel with like crunchy bits. Phil wanted to get cream because Germany.
It was an option.
He loaded it up. I don't know how normal it is to have cream with it. Here's a nice little Daim torta with the crunchy parts, chocolate, caramel, and some cream, some zana in there. I'm not gonna lie, this is pretty solid.
Yeah?
Yeah. I like the chocolate bar. I like the Daim a lot. It doesn't feel like you're eating quite like cake. You're just eating a large chocolate bar, right?
It sounds actually better than most cake, you know? Let me just try a piece here.
The chocolate's already melting with the heat. Right?
That is a chocolate bar.
Yeah, that's like just a chocolate bar in cake form.
Aside from the Daim Cake, there weren't that many super Swedish options. I don't know how Swedish this is, but this is a blueberry cheesecake.
Yeah.
Looks nice, so we thought, why not?
Why not? With a nice crumbled topping, a nice streusel looking topping. Pretty good?
That's really good. Man, I'm surprised, yeah. Wow, you can taste the berries. Maybe they use the same berries as for the sauce.
No, that's blueberry. Dang.
I'm very sorry if this is not so Swedish, but this is even better than the Daim Cake. That's very good.
Ikea's redeeming themselves with their desserts, but let's be honest, this is all frozen, prepackaged, and defrosted here. And maybe just sugar holds its freezability better. Full cheat day.
We know people who put cream on every cake and then sugar on top of the cream.
So Ikea Germany for the desserts, I guess.
Or maybe for the Schwedenbistro, because this is not the Schwedenbistro, as far as I know, right? Or is it? But at the end of the Ikea, the iconic stop will come up soon.
Off to the dreaded walk through the famous furniture labyrinth.
This is like the obligatory walk through the Ikea stuff. And in the beginning, I'm like, yeah, let's do it. Maybe we'll find some cool stuff. But then 2 minutes in, I'm like, this was a mistake, and now we have to loop it all to get out of here. Am I the only one that feels that way?
I remember doing this as a kid, following my parents around and just thinking of the hot dog that comes at the end of this. This might sound funny to an American, but visiting an Ikea in Germany was my only exposure to hot dogs for my entire childhood.
Is this what AI thinks Germany is? Huge beer masses, and then it says AI generated. It's a little offensive, Ikea, a little offensive. What kind of kitchen is that? Who needs 9 ovens? Huh?
And guys, we make real videos for real people about food and travel every week. No AI slop or short form brain rot. If you enjoy this, we would really appreciate it if you subscribe and leave us a human comment. Thank you.
Veggie hot dog. They already advertise, you know what's happening after you go through the checkouts. Have to do it for Sweden. Alright, so when you exit through the checkouts there's this whole food section Ikea has now, as in like take-home food. There's jam here, which I've never seen before, or Wachsang, lingonberry drink concentrate. That's probably what they make their sauce up there out of. And a bunch of frozen stuff.
There's a lot of stuff here, including frozen cakes, and it was in this exact moment we realized the Daim Cake they sell at the restaurant is just this frozen brand. But we took the opportunity to take home this lovely looking princess cake to try at the end of this video. We then proceed to the hot dog section and order one at this screen.
This to me is the Ikea experience as a kid. Why kids always want to go Ikea is get a hot dog at the end of the trip.
But also more desserts. You still put your condiments onto your hot dog yourself at these stands, and before we did, we saw some children digging through it. This spot is always a bit messy, but an integral part of the Ikea experience.
All right, now it's not the Ikea experience without a hot dog.
Yes, this is literally the thing I wanted from Ikea as a kid all the time. They have the chicken version, the pork and beef version, and then obviously nowadays a vegan version. This is the chicken one. Lately I just like the chicken ones.
I loved as a kid the crispy onions, like the fried onions on the hot dogs. Those are probably the best part, in my opinion. Adds a nice crunch.
Man, it's still the one, dude. It's still good. I like it.
Still the one, just still the one I want.
Check it out. I don't know. It's crunchy. It's kind of warm, but not super fresh. It's just the thing that you want from a €1 hot dog that is now €2, kind of.
And I think something that as a kid I didn't like, as an adult I do like, are pickles on hot dogs or like relish and stuff.
Honestly, I think that thing is better than the Kottbullar, unfortunately, that we had earlier. This is nothing personal against Sweden. If anything, it's a compliment for Sweden that the Kottbullar here were so shit and so good in Sweden. But in general, I like it. I don't know. I just have to get a hot dog. I don't know. Am I the only one? Let us know.
No.
You go through Ikea, you have to get at least a hot dog.
You're not the only one, because there was a guy walking away with like 8 hot dogs.
I remember as a kid, so often we came, went through, didn't buy anything, just got hot dogs.
Okay, but what I'm here for, and one of my favorite things, are the cinnamon rolls. I think Scandinavia does cinnamon rolls the best.
Yeah.
They're very, very good. Honestly, even this one looks pretty good. It's nice and warm. It was very fresh out the oven.
The wazoo. And this thing is a blueberry muffin. We just got one because they looked epic. They're pretty hefty. We broke it open and it's oozing on the inside. I'm gonna try this one. Oh, it's so cold. Dude, I don't know if this one was frozen, but the berry on the inside is super cold, as if it was just defrosted. So that's a bit surprising. It looks fantastic, but this is again a little bit disappointing.
Really? I feel like the cinnamon roll is honestly a little disappointing too. Thank you for this
Quick
file.
It's much better. What's wrong with that?
Tastes like an airport blueberry muffin that you buy, and it's like good enough, but you're a little disappointed.
I think we just learned IKEA defrosts some stuff and sells them, like the Daim Cake that you get in the restaurant. You can literally buy it. It's the typical brand that is in all the supermarkets in Germany.
Yeah.
So not as good as the Kanelbulle from Sweden?
No, unfortunately. Sweden ruined IKEA for us. Ruined it. We looked forward to our IKEA visits because we could go to the food stand before. Now we just have to get our furniture and glasses.
Yeah.
But the hot dogs are pretty good.
Let us know if you feel the same way, and if you're Swedish, how is the food in the Swedish IKEAs? Is the menu the same? I'm curious, and does it also suck?
But what I'm curious about is the princess torta we're gonna have at home. So
it's already defrosting. Let's head home and eat that.
have hope.
All right.
Yeah.
We made it back home. Here's our princess cake. Princess cake in Sweden is very popular. We tried it actually when we went to Sweden for the first time.
Yeah, and I feel like you can find it at most konditoris, right?
And it was green.
Yeah, it was green. Princess torta is pretty much marzipan top layer, so pink or green depending on the color. And then you have a layer of cream, layer of cake, and then often some type of jam in there and another layer of cake.
Yeah, so we defrosted this one and we just cut 2 pieces out of that, and it looks very soft and very creamy, right?
Super creamy, so
let's see
give it
if
a try, see if it can compete.
Yeah, we had it in Gothenburg at a proper bakery, cafe. Very creamy, but good.
Also a nice, very strong raspberry jam. Did you taste that? That was good.
Let me try the frosting itself. Oh, look, it kind of comes off here, the frosting.
Dude, these marzipan cakes are my thing. Like, it's popular in Lübeck, Germany, remember? When we went there as well. But the fact that it's available everywhere in Sweden is very nice. Like, that's awesome.
Must be a northern thing then. It's not as sweet as I'm always afraid of. Frosting is not too super sweet, and it's cold from the fridge.
Like, honestly, pleasantly surprising, and I didn't even know we could get princess torta. This is my stuff, so let us know if you like princess torta.
And what did we learn? Go for the cake, not for the Kottbullar.
It's the best thing.
Yeah.
I think Sweden ruined IKEA for us.
We don't want to crap on the Kottbullar or the food, but let us know if you had similar experiences. If you tried it at IKEA, is it okay? Is it great or not? But the cake, very good.
Tack så mycket for watching. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Kex chocolate. Oh, look at this guy.
Look at all the Swedish snacks at the end. Oh, it's a chocolate mousse. Typical Sweden.
Self-assembly. Should we get him
No.
and eat him?
I don't want to eat him.